cabbage, ginger, garlic, spring onion, chili, chicken or lean minced pork, xiaoxing rice wine, sesame oil, soy sauce, salt, sugar. How much of each? Not sure anymore. There are other things that go in, but they're different every time. No, I won't tell you what they are. I've made a Christmas Eve tradition of cooking homemade Chinese food. There's something soothing to me about holding a big bowl of rice or noodles in the palm of my hand and digging into the piles of meat and veg with my chopsticks. No matter how many dishes I cook at our Christmas Eve meal, the highlight is always the dumplings. 锅贴, the way my mother makes them. I might check back at recipes for all the other dishes of chicken, fish, stir-fries, sauces or vegetables. But the recipe for dumplings is embedded in my biracial Chinese Caucasian core. And those dumplings are labors of love. Food is often a gateway for people to experience different cultures. What's the saying? Food, festivals, fashion, and folklore? For me, as someone who is half Chinese, cooking dumplings has been a way to feel connected to that part of my identity. Having a gathering with friends who I cook dumplings for is as much me reminding me as it is me reminding them. In a dumpling gathering, I'm saying, this is part of who I am. I remember a friend, intelligent political barrister type, once saying to me, I don't think of you as Asian. What does that even mean? What does it mean to be Asian to someone who's Caucasian? What does it mean to be Asian when you're living here? Culture is a practice, and I'm out of practice. My mother, being 100% Chinese, can't understand this. I'm Chinese and I'm your mother, so of course you're Chinese. I gave birth to you. The hard bit, the part that takes the most practice, is folding the pleats, shaping the dumplings into half moons. With each Christmas Eve, when I look down at my hands, folding, turning, pressing, sealing the dumplings, I can see my own mother's hands more and more. Skin aging from her labors of love, most of which I'll never know the detail of, in the same way my own daughter will never know mine. I can fold 100 dumplings an hour when I'm properly prepped, with everything laid out in an assembly line on the table, moving at a consistently high speed until the kitchen is filled with trays and trays of pleated half-moon dumplings waiting to be cooked up. It takes 1 solid hour, at least. There's a reason it only happens once a year. Dumplings have been a gateway to Chinese culture for me. For friends, sometimes their gateway to Chinese culture has been me. They don't notice during a trip to a dim sum restaurant they request that I take them to that I'm smiling a bit too bright, being a bit too enthusiastic, trying to give subtle cues to the Chinese staff and customers that I belong. My friends don't know when I'm not offered the black book menu written fully in Chinese. It stings slightly. They don't know that at the front desk I'm waiting to see if we're seated downstairs at the banquet tables with the Chinese families or upstairs with the other white customers. They don't know that even though I'm not a fan of chicken feet, duck tongue or tripe myself, they should still try those famous dishes. 吃饭了吗? Have you eaten? In Chinese culture, it's as common as how are you when you first see someone. This primary concern to make sure loved ones are properly fed must be something ingrained in communities that have a diaspora. I've seen the same welcome when we visit our friend Sadie. Her Irish farmer heritage, serving up huge country portions, piling our plates high with potatoes cooked 5 different ways. Cooking has always said, I may not have patience, energy, time, or even words today, but I have food. Food for you. Food to fill you, build you, and bring you a bit of joy. Food that we enjoy together. I have done this hard work for you, for us, because I care. Our friend Gary is a chef. He's lived in Northern Ireland all his life. He's the only one of our dumpling gathering guests who's learned how to make them. And I love that, because actually, he's done more than add another dish to his repertoire that's from another culture. He got uncomfortable, unconfident, frustrated and fed up. He tried, faltered, and failed. But he practiced, and he improved. His discomfort dissipated. The best part of his independent dumpling training was that he would send me over platters of dumplings for me to try. And now his dumplings are, on occasion, even better than mine. Sometimes